So you're thinking about moving to Oahu, Hawaii, but you don't necessarily want to be in the heart of tourism, what Oahu's most known for. But you still want to take advantage of the island lifestyle without the congestion and all the noise. Well, there are 5 major areas of Oahu. We have downtown and surrounding Honolulu, the North Shore with Haleiwa and Turtle Bay, the Windward Coast, which is the east side with great towns like Kailua and Kaneohe. We have central Oahu, including Melilani, the Pearl Harbor areas, and the Leeward Coast, which is the west side. And that includes towns like Ewa Beach, Kapolei, Ko'olina, and Waianae. Now in this video, we're going to cover the pros and cons of one of the most desirable areas on the leeward side, which is Kapolei, Oahu's second city, which borders Ewa Beach. And we'll get to it right now. If you find our videos helpful, feel free to like and subscribe, and also tap the notification bell. That way you can be notified when we roll out new content. Okay, here we go. The pros and cons of Kapolei. You may have heard Kapolei is called the second city of Oahu. There's lots of new development, and not just housing, but medical facilities, retail shopping, and commercial centers. So just tons of new construction, and it's constantly expanding. Pro number 1 of living in Kapolei. It's new. By comparison to much of the island, Kapolei has a very suburban feel, and it's spread out with multiple commercial clusters. There are new developments all over the place, not just housing developments, but commercial developments with new medical facilities and shopping centers popping up here and there. If you have kids, and schools are an important factor, and with Kapolei being a newly developed city, that means the schools are going to be newer as well. You can check out goodschools.org and niche.com, niche.com, to search for the schools with the criteria that's most important to you. So generally speaking, for pro number 1, even though there are small pockets of older neighborhoods, the construction is typically newer when you're comparing it to most other areas of the island, like the windward side with Kailua and Kaneohe, the east side with Diamond Head and Hawaii Kai, and downtown Honolulu. Pro number 2 of living in Kapolei, it's more affordable. Homes are usually more affordable, so with Kapolei you get newer and you get more affordable. And again, that's in comparison to the cost of homes in other parts of the island like Kailua or in Honolulu downtown and many of the surrounding neighborhoods. Prices are lower the further west of town you travel, and there's always new construction being developed. Also, the homes and neighborhood feel is more like the mainland as opposed to the island style homes. For example, most homes were built starting in the 2000s and built with double wall construction as opposed to single wall construction. Pro number 3 of living in Kapolei, drier climate. Kapolei is part of the Ewa Plains, and we get more into that in the Ewa Beach video. So the area doesn't have to deal with lots of rain and potential mold issues in housing, which are more common on the windward side, on the east side of the island, like Kaneohe and Manoa, a wet valley area just 3 miles east of downtown. Generally, homebuyers prefer this area if they're looking for a drier climate compared to the windward side of Kailua and Kaneohe, where it's more lush. So I guess the dry climate is a pro depending on what you prefer. Some people really like the lush environments of those other areas. However, that does translate to more rain, molds, mildew, and unfortunately mosquitoes. You can learn more about Kailua and Kaneohe in our other videos. By the way, feel free to type a comment or ask me a question during this video if there's anything you'd like to know that hasn't been covered in this video for you, whether your questions are about Kapolei or living on Oahu or anywhere in Hawaii. Pro number 4 of living in Kapolei, it has everything. Or almost everything, as my wife would say. Kapolei has the most shopping options you'll ever want or need, and it's within close proximity of it all. Kapolei has the Kamakaneali'i Mall. It also has the big box stores like Costco, Walmart, Target, tons of grocery stores including Safeway and Foodland and Times. Also, for the organic and vegan shoppers, we have Down to Earth, which is our island health food store with locations all around the island. There's no Whole Foods in Kapolei, although there are Whole Foods on other parts of the island. And Kapolei also has a lot of restaurants and dining options from mainland chains to the local joints. I will say there isn't a wide variety of ethnic food restaurants though, so you might have to go into town to satisfy those cravings. What are your favorite types of restaurants or cuisine? Leave a comment below and we can recommend our favorite spots. Pro number 5 of living in Kapolei, family friendly. Family-friendly communities and activities and beautiful neighborhoods all around. For outdoor family adventures, we have Wet n Wild Water Park with boatloads of slides and a wave pool, and even a luau, which is called a Chief's Luau. And on the edge of Kapolei is the Salvation Army's Croc Center, and that has kiddie pools and slides, a floating river, and a huge hot tub and Olympic-sized pool. It's technically an Ewa Beach, and you can learn more about that in our Ewa Beach videos. For indoor entertainment, there are a couple movie theaters, there's a Chuck E. Cheese, there's also a Razor, which is a kids go-kart track, and there's a slime playroom and a kids city right in Kamakana Ali'i Mall. There's also Coral Crater Adventure Park, which has outdoor activities like an obstacle and climbing courses, zip lining, and guided ATV tours. And last but not least, Ko'olina, the world's famous luxury resort area. And this is a master plan vacation and residential community, home to the annual LPGA Championship, the Ko'olina Children's Film and Musical Festival, the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival, and luau's, and other entertainment. Ko'olina is a spot preferred by celebrities and anyone who just wants a quiet, luxurious place to relax on pristine beaches and manicured spaces and high-end dining and the photo perfect sunsets. Pro number 6 of living in Kapolei is the proximity to beaches. Kapolei has the benefit of the beautiful beaches in Ko'olina that anyone can go and enjoy, and you don't have to be a guest at the resorts. There are several golf courses and just a short drive over to Ewa Beach where you can enjoy watercraft at the Waikai Lagoon. The beaches in Kapolei and Ewa Beach personally remind me more of the beaches in Florida or the Carolinas or California beaches. That said, the man-made lagoons in Ko'olina are absolutely stunning and they have the most beautiful sunsets. It really gives you the best backdrop for family photos. Of course, you can always drive around and explore any of our island's beaches, the North Shore, for example, or the windward side in Kailua. Lanikai has the same feel of an exotic island, and it's often named one of the most beautiful beaches in the US, let alone the whole world. But this video is about Kapolei. Cons. Now we'll get in the cons of living in Kapolei, if they're cons to you. Con number 1 of living in Kapolei, home prices compared to the mainland. The condominium prices start at $350,000. Single family home prices start around $750,000 and can easily climb up to $1.8 million and can go as high as $2 million range, say in the gated communities in the upper ridges of Makakilo. Now Ko'olina is a bit more expensive. Townhomes and condos start in the $700,000 range and can go as high as $2 million plus for a beach villa overlooking the lagoons. And single family homes are in the $2 to $2.5 million range. Con number 2 of living in Kapolei, traffic. To go from Kapolei to Honolulu can be about an hour to 1.5 hours in the morning or afternoon rush hour, which of course can be more or less depending on factors like accidents, heavy rains, or whatever. And yes, heavy rain can be a big deal since it doesn't happen that often on this side, so the roads can be slick. And the commute to military bases is about 30 to 40 minute drive in any direction, whether you're going to the Schofield Barracks up north to Central Oahu, or a little east to Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam. And of course, you want to tack on an additional half hour or so in bad rush hour traffic. Con number 3 of living in Kapolei, dealing with HOAs. Yep, along with those beautiful home developments, you're going to have HOA fees and just the hassle of dealing with them. So since most of these new homes are part of planned urban developments, the PUDs, the HOA fees can be as low as $60 a month or as high as $650 per month for some townhomes. That said, for the higher HOA fees that start around $350 or more a month, whether for a single family home or townhouse or condo, it'll typically include a community pool, beautifully maintained landscaping, and those community centers that often host fun activities like movie nights, Easter egg hunts, or whatever. Con number 4 of living in Kapolei, it's hot, and you pay for it. Kapolei has a hot climate. Because Kapolei is located on the Ewa Plains, almost every home relies on AC, unless you're living in the higher altitudes like Makakilo, the northern part of Kapolei. And when the trade winds are blocked, it can get muggy too. But although it's hot, usually it's not so humid and muggy like Florida can be, for example. Since it's hot, a lot of people run their AC all the time. So solar panels are a major selling point for homes, and since our electricity costs are some of the highest in the nation, keep that in mind as well. And that's a little side tip. Make sure to ask about the typical electrical bill if you're looking at homes in a hot climate on Oahu. Con number 5 of living in Kapolei, limited medical specialists. So although residents have access to emergency care and urgent care clinics and like all the dialysis centers you can imagine, if you're a new patient or looking for specialists, expect a very long wait to be seen. New patients for like endocrinologists, dermatologists, even dentists may have to wait a while to be seen. And really, that con is an island-wide challenge. And the same can be true with other specialists, and that's even with a PCP's referral. So the way to deal with this is to establish care right away if you have a medical need that requires a specialist. Don't wait until it becomes urgent. And that said, if you have an emergency, you can always go to the ER at Queens West Hospital in Ewa Beach, which is close to Kapolei, or the new Straub Medical Facility in the Kamakana Ali'i Mall. There's also a new Kaiser building opening in Kapolei around the corner from Costco and Home Depot. I hope you found this video helpful. There are literally dozens of areas to live in and hundreds of neighborhoods. Here at Home Sweet Home Hawaii, we're here to make your move as smooth and stress-free as possible. We get calls and emails all the time from people just like you who are looking to make their move, and we absolutely love it. We're happy to assist when it's your time to move, so feel free to reach out to us. Until next time, aloha and see you soon.